I'm not gonna lie, this is probably like my 10th time trying to record this video, so I'm just gonna let it go, and whatever happens in this take is gonna happen in this take. I just want to start this video off by saying, I know there's a lot of moments for a lot of you guys right now that you wish you were more extroverted, like your friends who can just walk up to anybody at any given time, any moment, you know what I'm saying? Or you was that one person in high school or a class that whenever the teacher, like, you know the answer to the question, but you won't actually raise your hand and say the answer because it creates that much frustration and like anxiety to the point where you don't even want that type of attention on you. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Probably some of you can relate to that. You know the answer to the question, like 1 + 1, what is the answer? You don't raise your hand because it's like everybody's going to look at you. Or if the teacher asks you to read a specific text in the book that the class is reading at the moment, you don't want to read it because you're going to start fumbling the words. Or another scenario that happens all the time, every day with me, is you are at a mall or you need something, right? Or you're going to make an order and you literally plan out the exact words that you're going to say to this person, and then you walk up to this person and you start stuttering. You know what I'm saying? You just start stuttering. Like, no one would assume that I'm an introverted person. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I would like to, you know what I'm saying, expose y'all to the truth. I am very to myself. Like, a lot of the videos that I make are by myself. I make tutorials by myself, and it's by choice. I feel a lot more comfortable making videos on my own, and it's a superpower because I don't have to rely on any other energies or friends being around me to make good content, what you deem as good content for you guys. And I've never realized that up until recently, probably like a few months ago. I was like, wow. I look at my the body of work that I've created for the last couple of years, and I said, wow, I really did something here. And it's all because of what I've attributed with, which is being introverted. You know what I'm saying? I used to look at it as, oh man, I wish I was more like Shafar SJC, who can go out in public and just dance in Times Square and attract a massive crowd. Like that will always give you like a bigger fan base because you're out there and just, you know what I'm saying, you get rewarded for that. You know what I'm saying? And we always get a bad rep for like being to ourselves, just like, oh, if you're not out there just exposing yourself to different opportunities, the less that they'll come to you. And there's some degree of truth to it, but it's like there's also some degree to success as an introvert as well. Like, it's not impossible to be successful if you like being to yourself and you only attend certain situations. You don't have to be at every event, but you know, the ones that make sense to you are the ones that you know that gravitate to you is the ones that you go to, right? So I know a lot of you guys can attribute to that, and I just want to say it's not a bad thing to be an introvert. Like, just right now, if you feeling like you need to be that guy or that girl that's always, you know what I'm saying, out there and being, you know, very social, there's nothing wrong being an extrovert either. Like, that's awesome. Be awesome, you know what I'm saying? But you don't need to be that all the time. You don't need to be that. Like, I just want to say this to my friends. Like, if you catch me being off to a corner somewhere after we done had a long day of being outside and just socializing with everybody and their mother, please, it's no offense to you. I just need a moment to recollect and recharge. I need a USB cable and plug it in my back. Pause. Please. You know what I'm saying? I just need time to recollect and come back to myself, because that was a lot of energy. I'm not going to lie. And there's moments where I can be with everybody. But after that, best believe when I wake up the next morning, I'm like, yo, I am tired. Like, I feel like I get hit by a train, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot of energy to be that lit. No cap. For me. You know what I'm saying? Or if you can relate, please let me know in the comments. It's a lot of energy. Some people could do this back to back to back to back. Like, I have a trip coming up, and I'm supposed to be going to Mexico for a few days with like a group of friends for a birthday. Oh man, that's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I've known these people for a while, but it just feels like, I don't know. It's still a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's still a lot, and it's just a me thing. Like, if they watching this video, I don't want them to take offense to it. It's just a me thing. I just don't. It just takes a lot of energy to be around people all the time. You know what I'm saying? For a consecutive amount of days. You know? So, I just want to talk about the superpowers of being an introvert and why it's not always, why it's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you can make your own decisions, right? And there's no judgment that comes with it, right? So if you are at a party or at an art gallery or somewhere with your friend, right? And they are ready to go and you want to stay. You have to make that decision with your friend to either debate if we're going to stay or go. And if they're your ride home, good luck, because that ability to stay just went out the window because they're leaving, right? So you got to leave with them. No God, that's tough. But if you went out by yourself, right? First of all, that act in itself is hard as fuck. It's not an easy thing to do, right? Going out by yourself is not easy. I know some extroverted people that can't do it. I do it sometimes, right? And I pat myself on the back for that. I'd be like, hold on. I go out by myself, but I'm not by myself. It depends. I'm not gonna lie. If the vibe is really right, like if I read the room and the vibe is lit, and I don't feel like I'm gonna be attacked for being myself, I'll like be a little bit more elusive. But I'm usually like all to a corner, kind of like hands across. This is a sign that, you know what I'm saying, I'm good, I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I put my hand, the famous. This is a good one right here. I love this one. You know what I'm saying? Like that one, that phone. The best. But yeah, bro, if you go outside by yourself, you can do whatever you want. The night can go whatever way you want, however you want, and end however you like, right? I'm trying to show you, right? So that is like a major plus for me, especially with the way that I live. I'm very free spirited, and I do things that a lot of people will deem not normal. For example, look at my crib. Well, this is not the entire crib, but you get the essence. Like, the rest of the crib is pretty much no furniture, nothing. I sleep on an air mattress. A lot of people give me shit for it, but it's okay. You know why? I don't care, and it makes sense for me. Why? Because I like to move around a lot, and I don't like having too much things that are not valuable, right? I could get a nice bed. I could do that and so, but I don't think it makes sense for the situation I'm in. I don't feel like I need a whole bed in an apartment. It just doesn't make sense. And a lot of people be like, why? I'm like, what if I want to move in like a year or two? Because I moved 3 times each year. I moved in 2020, I moved in 2021, I moved in 2022. No, I moved in 2021, 2022, and now 2023. I moved to 2 different apartments in New York, and now I moved all the way to Houston. Imagine bringing a bed. Like, I have to think of, that's a whole nother thought to think about. So I was like, let me just get an air mattress. I could dispose of it, not feel any guilt, you know what I'm saying, and just buy a new one or bring the whole thing over, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to transport goods when you don't have a lot of things. If you want me to make a video about minimalism, please, I would love to do a video on that, because I'm very like, I only buy what I need, you know what I'm saying? I need to do better with Uber Eats, though, because I don't know what's going on, bro. Uber Eats is killing me right now. It's killing my wallets. I spend like a band every month on Uber Eats. This is crazy. You know where I could put that money? I'm wilding. I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. You can make your own decisions and you won't be judged for it. You know what I'm saying? But my friends come over eventually and like occasionally and they be like, bro, why do you have an air mattress, bro? What are you doing with your life? I'm like, do you live here? Oh, didn't think so. Right? No shade though. It's all love at the end of the day. Another thing is you get the opportunity to explore yourself, right? So a lot of times you don't really know how you are unless you spend some time with yourself. Like I know I don't need anybody to have a good time. All I need is some good music. You know what I'm saying? Good music. And I'm Gucci. Give me some good music. And it's lit. I'll be in here having a ball and you would think 20 people live in here, right? If you was my neighbor, you would hate me. Because I be screaming in here. I be like, turn up. You know what I'm saying? NBA Youngboy come on, I be wilding. You know what I'm saying? Stop the violence. Clearly he didn't stop the violence, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. But you get the opportunity to explore yourself. You get the opportunity to, just try different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be dyeing my hair sometimes just out of boredom. I be like, I'm going to dye my hair today. And I do it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't throw that. I be like, I wanna try this little water fast for like 2-3 days. I do it. You know what I'm saying? And then you find out new stuff about yourself during that fast. I can do whatever I want. And do whatever I please. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's another it's like a what is the word? It's like freedom. You know what I'm saying? You can spread your wings a little bit more when you're introverted and there's no one around to judge you, right? If I'm gonna create a certain project, I can take my time. I can pace myself. I don't have to go, what does this look like? It's a passion project for myself. I don't have to go to anybody. Like, I'm a huge believer of, hey man, I don't want to tell nobody what I'm doing until it's done. No cap. Until it's uploaded on the internet or the job has been accomplished. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, man, I've been doing this. I am not one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell you I'm doing this, it's very vague and I trust you. But I don't really tell everybody what I got going on. Very low key. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you check my Instagram, they always be like, bro, where is Lord Heck on Instagram? The dude is dead. He watch everybody's story, but he don't post. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And another aspect of it is you don't get judged for not doing things the way everybody does things. I feel like I said that already, and I feel like I'm kind of rambling. So I'll move on to the next one, right? Another thing that is a huge plus for me and allowed me to even move to Houston is you get some serious productivity if you use your introverted abilities correctly, right? I was able to create a whole opportunity for myself by locking in with myself on this YouTube and social media platform things. Like, over the span of these last 2 or 3 years, not to brag, I hate even mentioning this, I was able to make 6 figures being by myself, teaching people how to dance on YouTube in my house. I remember when the pandemic just hit, the pandemic, and I didn't know what to do. I was doing Uber Eats. I was having a goal. That was my worst nightmare. I had to do Uber Eats. You know what I'm saying? On a scooter, electric scooter. Spent $1,200 on it. And I had to go door to door, do it delivered. You know what I'm saying? My goal was to make $100 every day, $3,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? I dropped my first order. I never did that joint again. I said, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I said, let me try doing YouTube dance tutorials. Because if you know anything about YouTube, I'm a dancer, and trying to dance to other people's music is straight copyright. You make no income. It is done. That's why you don't see me make any more dance videos, especially if it's not to my own music, which I do have. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested. But, yeah, I tried doing dance tutorials, but there was one big thing that I had an issue with every day when I first started doing dance tutorials. I had to walk up to an empty alleyway, and that had me shook. I would always have to look to my left or right and make sure nobody is watching me. But I would get the occasional people that will walk past the frame and they would ask me, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm recording a video. They can clearly see that there's a camera right there and I'm talking to the camera, but they still stop and ask me, what am I doing? I'm like, bro, do you not see the camera right there and I'm talking to it and you see me dancing? I'm either making a dance video or I'm making a tutorial. And right now, this interaction is making me very uncomfortable because I know you're I would read their face and it'll be very condescending, what are you doing? One of those type of, what are you doing? Not what are you doing? What's this? What are you doing? What you got going on over here? It wasn't one of those. 9 times out of 10, it was what are you doing? I'm over here making dance tutorials. Get off my, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show you. Stop. So I didn't like that environment, but at the time, I didn't have no other means to make it happen. So for a long period of time, if you watch my old videos, a lot of my videos were done in front of the famous alleyway or the garage in front of the famous garage, right? If you remember those days where I had blue and blonde hair split down the middle, I had freeform locks. You remember them days? I swear to God, those were the hardest days. I had to convince myself, yo, you gotta just go out there, get in that headspace, and don't just do it as quickly as possible. Every day I wake up, I was like, yo, I gotta get this tutorial done as quickly as possible because it's cold as hell, and I don't want nobody seeing me doing this because it's low key embarrassing me talking to the camera, and I look like a crazy person, right? Talking to the camera in public is not an easy thing to do. All the extroverts that be, yeah, I'm over here vlogging, easy. For me, bro, oh my God, I'm so glad I could do it indoors now, bro. I can be myself. Like, if you look at the energy from when I was outside in the alleyway to when I'm inside, it is a whole different demon. I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I'm way more comfortable. I'm able to crack more jokes. I'm able to just be more me. But, yeah, bro, it is very, very difficult to try to operate and fully, you know what I'm saying, be myself in those moments. And when I made my content inside the apartment that I was living in, like I do now, I was able to make more income and produce more value, right? More value equals more income. Whoever you affect, I was able to inspire more people, and I was able to come here to Houston because of it, right? And I'm thankful for that. And that's all because of me being an introvert, right? I was able to be like, okay, let me do this inside and try the waters. That's another element of it as well. I was just able to do as I like. Like, I wouldn't have to go rent out a dance studio and do. There's power in doing things the way that you want to. If I was out here looking super professional and like camera, a 6K camera and this studio light, and like, I don't feel like I would have that relatability with everyone else. So I was like, let me just try recording in the house and make it look real homey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a kid on the block, like, just trying to teach y'all how to dance. I feel like that comes across way more genuine than someone that has, okay, 6K camera, all right, lights, camera, action. It just doesn't come off the same. But, yeah, like, I was able to learn how to make music. I know how to engineer my own voice. I know how to make beats. I know how to do so much things, man. Like, because I was just in my own space a lot of the times. Like, I don't think I'm awkward, but I know I'm definitely weird. Like, if you speak to me, I'm not like you know what I'm saying? I'm not standoff. I'm not like, unless I don't like your energy, I'm like, all right, bro, like, but I'm not like awkward with it. And there's, like, I understand why some people get awkward. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how they probably had a bunch of negative social interactions, and it produce like this kind of chemical reaction in their brain to make them be awkward. It's not something that just happens. It's probably a series of events that happened in their past life that made them awkward. You're not born awkward. That is a cap. That's cap unless you have some kind of like deficiency or some kind of like abnormality or what is the word? It starts with a D. It's like it's not deficiency, something else. What is the word? Abnormality sounds like you're a creature. I don't want to say it, but I can't find the word right now. It's not okay. You guys know what I mean. I can't find it right now, but yeah, being introverted has allowed me to create those moments where I can produce these videos for you guys, and I'm at 600,000 subscribers, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, so I really think it's because of that, and just me understanding like the algorithm and just playing around with different tools and things. Like, I've learned so much off of just being to myself, you know. And the last thing I want to talk about is it's major for me is you learn how to have fun by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and once you learn how to have fun with yourself, you begin to have fun with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that hard to like have fun with everybody else. But that comes with like being with yourself and just understanding yourself more. Like, I don't need anyone to have a good time. Like, there's days where I just stay in the crib. There's a lot of like 90% of the time I'm in the crib. Like, if you don't see me outside, I'm inside the crib. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be on the game with my boys, you know what I'm saying, having a good old time. Or I'm in here learning something. And that in itself is fun. You know what I'm saying? I will be listening to podcasts, or I'll be learning about this new diet, or learning about something about indigenous, you know what I'm saying, history or something of that nature. Just exploring all types of different stuff I let my mind wander. And that in itself is fun, because like, boom, you get information from here, boom, 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 bam, 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 and then you can just put it in one thing, and you become a whole like new person. You know what I'm saying? Every time when you let your mind wander, and just let it do what it wants to do, it's a beautiful thing, because you don't know what you can find out. I just found out some new stuff about, you know what I'm saying, being a content creator in itself, and it's awesome. Just off of the strength of just being by myself. You know what I'm saying? So for all of you who wish they were more extroverted, or wish they were more out there, or wish they were like their friend, don't wish you were like them. Just be the best you that you can be, and whoever sees the value in that will want to be around you. And it's okay if everybody don't wants to be your friend. It's probably not meant to be, or you're not meant to be their friend, and it's okay. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up about it. I used to do that all the time. It's not a good thing, right? Just be you. Everything that's meant for you will come to you, right? Wu Wei. If you don't know what Wu Wei is, look it up. I love you guys so much. If you like these talking videos, yeah, let me know what you want to hear on next. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. You're out here, no doubt.